I said, piss.
What's up, everybody? It's Thedagem, and today I'm playing Final Fantasy V for the Super Famicom. In the last video, we visited Jakol. We ended up in the Jakol cave and made our way up to Istory, where the people of the town of Istory told us about a man in the woods who used lightning. Well, turned out to be the Esper Ramu, and we now have him in our possession. So what are we going to do now? Well, if you remember when we were on Crescent Island, the people of the town mentioned a ruined city, an ancient civilization of Lanka that lived on the western continent. And the guy said that artifacts that have been dug up from that ancient city have also appeared on Crescent Island. Well, down this corridor here is the remains of that ruined city. There it is, right there. This is what that man was talking about. And we're going to try to visit this. But the thing is, we can't land this chocobo on grass. We have to land it in a forest. And the nearest forest is right over here by the ancient library. So let's do that, and we'll make our way down to the ruined city. One of these days, I'm going to steal from a grass turtle. Will it be today? I doubt it. If you look up at Butts' hair, it's turned white. That is the aging status. If you recall when we were in Istory, I could have bought an angel ring, and that would prevent that status from happening. But to my knowledge, it's only a status that affects you in battle, and to be completely frank, I don't even really know what it does. So I don't buy the angel ring ever, but if you know more about the aging status and what it does and why I should be more interested in that ring than I am, let me know in the comments below. I don't know. They're flying enemies. Arrow 2 should do it, right? Alright, I guess not. That'll take care of the rest of them. Perfect. Okay, we've reached the Quicksand Desert. That doesn't sound very good. Sand porkies and a sand killer. Well, I stole a potion. Okay, that's one less. Oh, and there's the other one. Fantastic. Alright, so as you can see, we can't really enter the Quicksand Desert at the moment because it all just kicks us right back out to the one platform that we're able to stand on. So, how in the world are we going to make our way through here? Well, I remember back in the day that Sid and Mid said if you ever run into trouble, come see us at the ancient library. And it just so happens that we're really close to that area, so let's walk back and see if they've got any information on how to get through here. This D-pad. And since I'm walking over to the ancient library, there's a pot there that'll restore all of our HP, our MP, restore anybody from the wounded status, and remove any status effects. I'm just going to go for broke with magic because it'll make these battles go by a little bit quicker. Don't need to save the MP for anything. Of course, when there's a mithril dragon, we do have to try to steal because there's mithril armor. One of the great things about a thief is that you can steal things from enemies, right? But not only am I still using mithril armor on Lena, but I can sell it and make some cash. A thief is a great member of the party so that you don't have to level so much for cash because you can steal items that you would otherwise have to buy. So right there, I stole some mithril armor. And that's fantastic, because even if I don't ever equip it, I do get to sell it. So, I love myself a thief. I love free stuff. Oh, excellent. We got some mithril gloves as well. Right now, I think I've got 3 armors and 3 gloves. I could basically outfit an entire party of knights. Hey, you're back. Sid. The steamship. I see. Not a problem. We can just build another steamship. But listen, we have found King Tycoon. What? It seems that he was seen in the town of Karnak. Then it looks like he went into the Quicksand Desert. The Quicksand Desert? It's the desert that lies to the west of here. The sand there flows like rivers. No one can enter it. Beyond the desert, they say, there are ruins of a city. How did King Tycoon? I don't know. The people here who said they saw him said that his body was floating in the air. Floating? Father. Let's go to the Quicksand Desert. But we won't be able to get through it. We'll find a way. Let's give it a try. Alright, so it kicked us out of the ancient library. I'm going to go right back in and use that pot that I told you about. I can talk to these two, though. I think they have new information to say. The Quicksand Desert. The sand there is constantly moving, and no one can pass through. That black bird. It's a black chocobo, isn't it? So there are some still alive. Okay, there we go. Ugh. The Quicksand Desert. I wonder how you might be able to get through. On the other side of the desert, there is a ruined city. It's what remains of a city from a very ancient civilization. It's true. The King of Tycoon went into the Quicksand Desert. I'm beginning to wonder if it really was King Tycoon.
Bibble dibble swibble.
Okay. Well, I know we just came from there, but we gotta go back. So let's mosey ourselves back over to the Quicksand Desert. I just wanted to show you that scene there with Sid and Mid and why it was important that we talk to them first. So in order to do that, I showed you the Quicksand Desert and then enlisted their help at the ancient library, and now I'm going back. And this time, when I go there, they'll show up and they'll help us out. And here we are. This doesn't look good. Wait. It's too soon to give up. You could make a bridge. It might be a little dangerous, but it's worth the try. We'll disturb the sandworm that lives in this desert. You guys defeat it. Then you can walk across the body of the worm. How violent. Look who's talking. Are you ready? I read that it would be unwise to use magic against the sandworm. Be careful. Here goes. So what's going to happen here is there's going to be a sandworm that pops up, and there's going to be 3 holes. If you attack the wrong hole, he counters with Demi. If you attack it with magic, I believe he also counters with Demi. But we're not going to give him a chance to do that. It just so happens that if you cast Aqua Rake on this guy, he's dead. So, here we go. That there is game over for the sandworm. Piece of piss. You did it! Now you can get through. True story. Sid and Mid, while we're gone, can you look after the black chocobo that we left in the forest? Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, we will, but, could you look after that black chocobo that we left in the forest? Alright, well, that didn't go exactly as planned, but that's alright. Once you get through that initial part of the Quicksand Desert, basically all the paths lead you down, and that's what we're looking to do. You can see which way the sand's flowing, and enter the paths that you want to enter in order to get to where you're supposed to go, but honestly, just poking around, you're gonna get there, so... Not the worst thing in the world that we fell off of the bridge, because we're right back on it, and there we go. So let's head down. Let's head down some more. Oh, well, but first, we've got a sand bear. I think this is the last enemy that we can fight in the Quicksand Desert. I'm not 100% sure, but I am 100% sure I want one more opportunity, maybe 2, to try to steal from this guy. Ugh. Screw it. Let's do it one more time. Ah. Alright, I'll fight. Oh, he dropped an antidote. That's cool. Alright, looking for the path that leads down. There it is. That should end the fight. Hell yeah. Okay. That's the exit there. Just gotta figure out how to get there. Let's make quick work of these guys and get out of this quicksand. There we go. Oh, come on. Alright, let's go, Lena. You love to see it. Okay, and with that, we are through the Quicksand Desert. I believe you can fight Dolom Chimeras in that desert there, but we didn't encounter one. I'm okay with that. We know that Aqua Rake will take care of these guys. Let's just do that. There's the ruined city, but it looks like we've got one more fight before we get there. I'm not going to waste any more blue magic. That ought to do it. Splendid. And inside the ruined city, if we walk around it the right way, we're going to see a familiar face. What is this? The ruined city they were talking about? Alright, right up here. Where is it? Should be right in front of the stairs. Yep, there it is. Was that King Tycoon? And I know we went over that way, but we're gonna go over this way. And then... Father? Father? Or is it? Ferris! So you were my sister. I'm sorry. It was too hard for me to say. Sister. Lena. What is this? What a strange place. By the way, where's Golif? Hey, now that you mention it. Have we been split while we were falling? Well, we know that old man. I'm sure we'll meet up with him somewhere. How is it that he hears them, but they don't hear him? Hey, what's the big idea? Sorry? Well, that didn't last long. What's this? Watch out! Meanwhile... Hey, it's our black chocobo. It's going home. He should be fine if we returned him to this forest. But we fulfilled our promise. Whew, that was close. It was probably some teleportation device. It probably broke from lying unused for so long. Okay, we've got the opportunity to push that switch and go through the door up there, or we could go down here and sleep for free, so we're gonna do that. In this room, you can see the other two doors there, the room on the left and the room on the right. In the room on the left, there's a lever at the bottom, another switch, just like the one we saw upstairs. And it's going to give us the opportunity to push it. If we do push it, it's going to make us go to the room on the right and look in a pot and read some sort of thing or whatever, but we could select no instead. If we select no instead, it gives us the opportunity to pull the lever. And if we do that, we can skip this stupid scavenger hunt and just grab everything that's over here and move on with our lives. So that's what I'm going to do. And in that last chest, we've got the size spell. That's the same thing as mini. For some reason, some of the characters in this game refer to that spell as mini, but when you get it, it's called size. And now we're back to pushing levers. And that is going to cause an earthquake up here. And swallow those two up whole. Black Chocobo is just wondering what the hell just happened to Sid and Mid. Don't worry, they're fine. Where are we? It's the steamship. I had sunk to the bottom of the sea. Is that the steamship talking? Then what the heck is that ship over there? Propellers on a ship? How strange. Sid? Mid? Ouch. Where are we? Butts? Lena? Ferris? Goluf? What are you guys doing here? Well, we took the Black Chocobo back to Crescent Island, but then a hole suddenly opened up and we fell in. So we're underground? Under Crescent Island? So that would explain the steamship being here. This is probably a facility built by the ancients. What about this ship with propellers? I don't know. Grandpa might know more about it. Grandpa? Where is he? I guess we can't talk to Mid. This is amazing. Sid, we'll talk later. If I do this here... It works! What is it? We're off. And a hole in the ocean opens up right where that whirlpool was, and it appears we're on an airship. Wow! This is awesome! What is it? It must be an airship. I read about them in an old book once. I can't believe they really exist. What's going on? Something's pulling down on the airship. There's a monster down there. Okay, we've got a Cray Claw. First things first, we gotta try to steal. Alright, it's a water enemy, so lightning's gonna be the weapon of choice here. And we'll put Bolt on you. And we'll cast Bolt with you. We'll try to steal again. Oh, we've got a Coral Sword? That's awesome! Oh, crap. Alright, sorry, Ferris. And we got an ice bow. A coral sword and an ice bow. That's awesome. Yes! We did it! It wasn't damaged badly. We were able to fix it using some parts from the steamship. Sid. I'm tired of hearing thanks. We'll try to find out about the location of the Earth Crystal. The sky is yours. Go for it. The evil Dark Mage X-Death. To prevent his revival. We must protect the last crystal. The crystal of Earth. Let's go. All right. I am going to run into town and heal up at the inn. Okay, so before we wrap this video up, there's one more thing that I want to do. We can learn some blue magic, and to be honest, we could have learned this a little bit earlier on in the game. As soon as we had the steamship, as a matter of fact, we could have landed on this island and learned this blue magic spell. So I'm just going to go do it now. My apologies for missing it earlier. And before I go, I just want to see if this guy's still a jerk, and it turns out he is. Alright, whatever. Thought he might have new dialogue now that we had a new ship. Okay, let's change some of our abilities here. We need Lena to have the control ability, and we don't need to control the monster in order to learn the blue magic. We need to control the monster in order to kill it. This guy that we're going to go fight is called the Prototype, and he has unbelievably high evade. And so defeating him any other way is really difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put learning on everybody else except for Lena. And once we learn the blue magic spell, we're going to try to control him and then make him kill himself. Okay? So let's go do that. This is the only island this guy appears on. It's the second one to the west from Crescent Island. There he is. That's the Prototype. Let's try to steal from him, and we'll wait for him to cast something called Emission. Looks like we're going to have to use one of them Phoenix Downs. Not happy about that. Whatever, we got to waste our turn somehow. There we go. Come on now, we're waiting for him to cast Emission. That's not it. There it is. Oh no, but he cast it on Lena. She's got the control ability. She did not learn that just now, so we still need to defend. We need him to cast that on somebody else. Nope, that spells the end for Butts. Shame too, because Golif just went and he's the one that can bring him back. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. We'll just control him with Lena. Great, that didn't work. Name of the game is Staying Alive. Ugh. Twice in a row it didn't work. It's not what you like to see. Come on. Awesome. Okay, we can just defend again. It doesn't matter. Just don't hit him because then he'll turn around. We're going to cast Exploder on himself, and this should be the end. There you go. And we learned Emission. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's just park our airship right here and call it a day. I'll save my game. That island there with the Prototype is a pretty decent place to level up. I might be doing that here before too long. There's a couple places I want to test out for leveling up. I think the leveling up with a Dolem Chimera would be an interesting try, because that guy drops Phoenix... Well, doesn't drop Phoenix Downs. He might drop Phoenix Downs, but you can steal one from him. So I might try leveling up over there at some point. And also the Jakol Cave. The enemies in there, you'll fight over and over again, will give you 2 ability points, and then the Skull Eater will give you 5 ability points, and those battles should be super, super quick. So that might be a good spot to level up too. I don't know. I'm going to be doing some leveling in the near future, and I'm going to have to make that decision. But I don't have to make that decision now. What I have to do now is fly this airship back over to the ancient ruins, and we'll see a bit of a cutscene, but I'm not going to ruin anything. I'm not going to ruin anything at all. It teleported us over here to Crescent Island, and now that we have the airship, we can fly right back. And so that's what we're going to do in the start of the next video. And it's coming up real soon, you guys, in part 15. So if you've been enjoying the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Love talking to you guys in the comment section, but you already knew that. And I'll see you guys in part 15. It's coming up real soon, you guys. Till then, take care. See ya.